Being the #1 IP in the world doesn't come without consequences. Pokemon isn't just a game anymore, it's a global economy disguised as childhood nostalgia. And when hype and money overlap, things get dark real quick. See, when the newest Destined Rivals pack dropped, people lost their minds. TikTok was flooded with videos of collectors tearing open boxes, praying to Arceus himself for a special illustration rare Team Rocket's Mewtwo, the crown jewel of the set.
Oh, I fucking pulled it! I pulled the SIR!
That was me losing my mind. After 25 packs of Destined Rivals just picked up at a Walmart, I hit it. My favorite modern SIR out of any set from Scarlet and Violet.
That card alone was, at the time of recording this, worth nearly $600, and everyone wanted it. Miguel was one of them. Every scroll on his For You page showed someone pulling fire. He thought, if I can just get one of those cards, that's rent money. That's the holidays covered. That's a win. But he didn't just want one. If he could get multiple boxes, he could flip them, resell, profit. It felt foolproof. So he decided tomorrow morning he'd hit up his local GameStop in Colma, California. Saturday morning rolls around and Miguel's plan goes into motion. He's driving down Junipero Serra Boulevard, the caffeine kicking in, ready to score big. But as he turns the corner, his jaw drops. The line, it's insane, stretching across the sidewalk, wrapping around the building. Some people are slumped in foldable chairs, others half asleep, wrapped in hoodies, all clutching their pre-orders and snacks like survival gear. These people had camped out. Miguel instantly realizes if he waits at the end, he's screwed. Those boxes are going to sell out before he even gets inside. So what he does in hindsight might be the worst decision of his life. He cuts the line. He scans the line, finds a small gap near the middle, and slides in, pretending like he's been there all along. But here's the thing, when you've been freezing outside a GameStop since 4 a.m. for cardboard collectibles, you know who's been there and who hasn't. Tensions brew, voices raise. Someone calls him out. And within seconds, the excitement of Pokemon drops into chaos. According to police, around 9 a.m., Colma officers responded to reports of a fight outside the GameStop. When they arrived, they found a man on the ground with life-threatening head lacerations and stab wounds. Isaiah Calles and 49-year-old Miguel Orellana Flores were arrested on suspicion of attacking the victim after Miguel allegedly cut in line.
A man was just stabbed over a Pokemon card dispute at a GameStop in California. It happened around 9:22 a.m. on Saturday, July 5th. According to police, a man accused another man of cutting the line to buy Pokemon cards, and an argument broke out between the two. The accused line cutter then hit the man in the back of the head with a glass mason jar. A third man then picked up a glass shard from the broken mason jar and stabbed the victim with it. Both suspects then fled the scene in separate vehicles, but were later arrested.
A Pokemon drop, something meant to bring joy, nostalgia, and community, ended up in bloodshed over packs of trading cards. Before we jump into the video, if you think that you are going to like any type of deep dive rabbit holes into chronically online topics, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you like that kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. And it makes you wonder, when nostalgia turns into obsession, at what point do people stop seeing Pikachu and start seeing the dollar signs? Japan, 1996. Media Factory drops the first Pokemon card set, and the world doesn't know what's about to hit it. Satoshi, the OG bug collecting legend, got inspired by wandering forests as a kid, catching tadpoles and bugs, and thought, what if I could turn this into a game? Pocket Monsters, later just Pokemon, pitched to Nintendo, and boom, the games explode. Then the cards, naturally, they follow. The base set hit shelves October 20th, 1996, with 102 cards. Fast forward to today, and collectors are losing their shit over the ultimate trophy, first edition holographic Charizard, worth literally hundreds of dollars. Basically, what started as a kid's bug catching fantasy turned into the most chaotic, money-driven nostalgic collectible market in history. And somehow we're all here for it. Long lines forming outside of Best Buy starting at 5 a.m. No, 3 a.m. When someone comes across a new stock of Scarlet Violet boxes at their local Walmart, they grab the entire inventory, not caring to leave anything behind. You'll see customers in Target hide boxes under shelves, or as we discussed, fighting each other, even in Kroger, where they'll come across the Pokemon vending machine trying to snag all the inventory before anyone else.
Exploiting the vending machine and clearing out all 26 items that were stocked just an hour early. As I mosey on over to it, I see a dude hunched over filling 2 grocery bags full of product, and I was honestly just speechless. I'd heard of people cheating the machine like this before and seen it online, but never in person.
Even to the point that the Pokemon vending machines now have a certain algorithm where they will release merchandise based off of the amounts of times people visit the machine. And the merchandise that is selected to be released is really all up to the vending machine.
Hey, you got packs. All right, buy them.
Get it out. Yeah, you gotta lift it. Get it. All right. Wait for the other one. Grab it out. All right. You got 2.
Okay, real talk for a second. One thing I struggle with day to day is stomach aches. And yes, you know how they say the cutest girls always have tummy problems? Unfortunately, I'm that cute IBS chick. Which brings me to something wild. Because today, this episode is brought to you by AG1, my first ever sponsor. And honestly, I can't believe how thoughtful they were when I reached out and explained that I deal with chronic stomach issues. One thing that's genuinely helped my gut is being more intentional about fiber, nutrients, and actually giving my body what it needs. Which is why AG1 made so much sense. Because while I thrive in the chronically online space, my gut biome has been fighting demons. AG1 is an easy daily habit that helps support gut health, energy, and overall wellness, especially if you're trying to get your life together one scoop at a time. Yeah, I said it. And yeah, if you want to try it, use code RYRY to unlock the AG1 starter bonus. You'll get the AG1 pouch, 30 servings, a free welcome kit with canister, scoop, and shaker, flavor samples, and a full bottle of vitamin D3 and K2. And although it sounds like these cards are widely available at a variety of retail stores, there are still not enough of them on the market to supply demand. And if you're unlucky trying to come across a box at the Costco down the street, you might still have a strike of luck with local vendors, card shops, Kroger vending machines, and mom and pop brick and mortars that carry these essentials. But that will come with a marked up price, of course, a little finder's fee, if you will. But lately, even some local card shops have been hit with a strike of bad luck because the demand is just too high. So there's this card shop in Alpharetta, Georgia, Wolcow Gaming. It's your standard nerd heaven, fluorescent lights, binders stacked like ancient spell books, and a room full of competitive TCG players who somehow all smell like Monster Energy and anxiety. It's warm, it's local, it's communal. It's a Pokemon church where grown adults gather to pray for good pools. But lately, the world of Pokemon cards has gotten dark, and Wolcow Gaming, they got hit. It happened in October 2025. 1 minute, this shop is just vibing, selling singles and hosting tournaments, and then the next minute, boom, someone breaks in and treats the store like it's the Smithsonian. They didn't want cash, they didn't want electronics, they wanted cardboard with little electric rats on it. When the news broke, collectors all said the exact same thing. That really sucks. And it did. But that statement feels like an understatement because this wasn't just a robbery. This was a sign of where the TCG world is headed. Ever since Pokemon prices skyrocketed and scalpers smelled money like sharks smell blood, Stores like Wolcow Gaming have basically been operating with the same risk profile as jewelry shops, except instead of diamonds, it's Charizards. Instead of gold chains, it's PSA 10 Umbreons. And instead of alarms, it's just usually a tired 19-year-old employee in a Snorlax hoodie. But the chaos didn't start here. Some people say everything shifted back when Pokemon dropped the 151 set, the nostalgic reset button that brought back the original characters, the OG lineup. The if you didn't grow up with this, what were you doing era. That release sent the community into a frenzy. Grown adults camping outside Target, scalpers acting like they were flipping real estate, prices spiking like crypto in 2021. And during all that hype, the criminal underworld said, "Oh, so cardboard is valuable now, huh? Say less." This robbery wasn't just one store, it's a preview of where the Pokemon TCG community is heading if nobody pumps the brakes. More value, more hype, more scalpers, more theft. And suddenly card shops are going to have to start installing armored glass, vault doors, laser grids like it's the Louvre. And someone's trying to steal the Mona Lisa, except the Mona Lisa is a full art Mewtwo EX. And honestly, if you told us in 2012 that one day we'd need jewelry store level security for trading cards, we would have laughed. But here we are. The community loves this hobby, but with growth this fast and popularity this loud, the darkness always creeps in eventually.
This guy just bought Logan Paul's Pikachu Illustrator card for $16.5 million, yet no one has any idea who he is. His name is AJ Scaramucci, and he's the founder of Solari Capital, a venture investment firm focused on things like AI, biotech, and digital infrastructure. The company was created in 2024, but the network behind it has been around for decades. AJ's dad is Anthony Scaramucci, the Wall Street investor that built Skybridge Capital into a multi-billion-dollar assets management firm. He's also the former White House communications director. That matters because Solari didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was founded by AJ and his dad, Anthony, who already had access to investors, founders, and capital pipelines that most new venture firms never get. However, instead of running a traditional hedge fund like his father, AJ went venture-focused. He positioned Solari around future-facing industries and high-risk, high-reward bets. And that's where the Pikachu Illustrator comes in. This isn't just a collectible, it's a cultural artifact. It's like the Mona Lisa of trading cards. There are fewer than 40 known copies, and this is the only PSA 10 on Earth. For buyers like AJ, this isn't just nostalgia. This is alternative assets.
And for Wolcow Gaming, the darkness just showed up early. A Reddit user said, "I worked at an arcade a few years ago and my manager wanted to put Pokemon cards in our prize area for ticket redemption. I told her it was a terrible idea and they are all going to get stolen. She didn't believe me. Guess what happened within a day of putting them out?" So another incident goes down, and of course it happens in the wee early morning, 7:15 a.m. on a Monday. A Monday. Like, imagine waking up, starting your week, trying to be a normal functioning adult, and instead you end up in a Pokemon-related WWE match. Couldn't be me. This all unfolds outside a Costco on the 4300 block in Ottawa, Canada. I once had a layover in Toronto. Actually, when I had that layover in Toronto, I was waiting in the waiting area. I was like sitting there with all the chairs. And the singer, Aluna George, I think it's just Aluna, not the George. Or is it one person? She actually walked in and like I looked at her and I was like, isn't that Aluna George? And then she like went and sat down in the front row at an end chair. And I was like, whoa, I'm in this room right now with Aluna George. And I love her on that Major Lazer song. Yeah, I didn't say anything to her. I was too shy. But if you're Canadian, drop a maple leaf emoji in the comments. Outside this Costco, people are lined up before sunrise, all waiting to get their hands on a Pokemon product drop. It's peaceful-ish until it's not. Two men in line start beefing, all because one guy in brown pants came barreling in like he was the main character, while the guy in blue pants started chirping first.
Oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No violence, no violence.
Words were exchanged, egos inflated, and suddenly it's a full-on brawl in the Costco parking lot. Punches were flying, pants were sagging, and everyone involved had the exact same broccoli top haircut that every dude with a gaming PC seems to have. It was like a Spider-Man pointing meme, but with hair gel. Eventually, both groups were arrested. Imagine explaining that to your family though.
Yeah, I got arrested. Got arrested because I fought someone over a Pokemon drop in Costco.
Costco has seen things. This isn't their first Pokemon rodeo. Some locations have had to completely redesign their drops because the chaos was getting too unhinged. There are viral videos of crowds stampeding towards the pallet of Pokemon boxes, like the running of the bulls, but with more hoodies and fewer consequences. People grabbing boxes, yanking them back and forth like it's tug of war, and the prize is childlike validation. So Costco adapted. Some stores now hand out pre-packed carts. 2 boxes per person, no negotiations, no Hunger Game reenactments in aisle 3, and honestly, good for them. Some of y'all treat Pokemon releases like it's Black Friday at Walmart in 2008. And here's the wild part. These stories I'm telling you, these aren't the exception. There's a tiny fraction of the crimes, brawls, thefts, stampedes, and full-blown unhinged moments tied to Pokemon in the past few years. The hobby has blown up, the prices skyrocketed, and suddenly everyone wants a piece, even if it means throwing hands in the Costco parking lot. There's even recently a store in New York that one of my favorite Pokemon creators, Deep Pocket Monster, he visited when he took a recent trip to New York, and he visited this exact card shop, and then she was targeted. Thieves broke into her store and just stole a ton of stuff.
Police are still looking for those 3 brazen robbers who walked into PokeCorp and stole $100,000 worth of merchandise. You can see those robbers walk in the store. They're wearing all black with anime backpacks on around 6:45 last night. They smashed the glass display cases while pointing a gun at shoppers. Now, along with the $100,000 worth of merchandise that they stole, the NYPD says the robbers also stole $1,000 from the register.
The world of Pokemon collecting, it's wholesome until it's absolutely not. Because wholesome leaves the chat the second terrible people smell an opportunity. Enter Cody. This Cody is your type your mom warned you about. This Cody is the reason the Pokemon community had to turn into a part-time FBI task force. People call him Cody Scammer, and honestly, the nickname is generous. It makes him sound like he has a job. This guy became infamous in the Pokemon TCG scene after pulling off one of the messiest, most chaotic scams we've seen in a minute. And the wild part, he didn't just scam strangers, he scammed friends. YouTuber friends and whole pockets of the community, like he was speed running how to make everyone hate you. Creators like Pokevault and Pokerev started talking about him nonstop because it was tea. But because it became straight up damage control, multiple people were out of money, cards, or both. Laws were involved, receipts were pulled, and yes, there's reportedly an arrest warrant floating around. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just one Cody. Apparently there are multiple Codys, all using the same name like it's the world's worst franchise, popping up on marketplaces like Facebook, blocking people the moment someone asks, hey, can I see a picture of the item? If someone blocks you for asking for one photo, that's not a seller. That's a scammer cosplaying as a green flag. It's the same old playbook every time, refusing to show the merch. Only sending stock images you could literally find by Googling. Can you wire me the money real quick? Absolutely not. Fake emergency to rush you. Fake Zelle, fake PayPal emails asking for info they do not need. It's giving I want your money and I don't want to work for it.
Working is just, it's not my top priority.
So how do you deal with people like Cody? Easy. The second it feels weird, abort mission. Cut off communication, report them on whatever platform you found them on, and then file it with the real authorities because these scams can stack up fast. The Pokemon community is fun, nostalgic, and chaotic in cute ways until people like Cody show up and try to turn it into a side hustle and federal crime. So stay safe, and if someone named Cody messages you about a crazy deal, just know that's your sign to run. Subscribe.